The comet cometh. The comet cometh from above, soaring through space unlike a dove, speeding at a relatively fast pace. Its flowing tail glows forth brilliant grace. The comet cometh from above, coming towards Earth at blinding speeds, headed for a point in leagues. The comet cometh without love. The comet cometh from above, blasting through the asteroid belt. Many a rock it did shove, as particles of iron and tungsten it did smelt. The comet cometh from above, smashing the moon, moving it over. Our satellite is on towards Dover. As the comet came and destroyed Earth from whereabouts of. If you like what you hear, please snap. Thank you. After the show, I'll have one copy of each poem available for the first person who wants it. It's theirs. So, thank you. Floating. This is actually perfect music for this one. Keep it up. Doing great. Love it. I walk into the salty serenity of the Gulf's warm waters, as if to drown myself in the simple wonderment of deep thought. I walk forward against the ocean sky waves of midday, blue as the water is, with my head hung low, looking into the paranoid shadows that deftly dance around my fearful feet as each step sinks softly into the sand. I come to a slow, anchor adrift stop and turn myself into my past, while the watery winds playfully, painfully blow me in all directly the reckless directions at once. Falling forward, I move myself in opposing direction without care for the reaction of the world's cares for me, which it has me taught. I look with my out-of-focus vision at the sun-soaked, broken, sharp-shelled, banded, sandy land. I ponder fully, thinking unto myself about my loathed loneliness, my frigid finances, my academician aspirations, and my depressing, desolate desperation. I escape excruciating enjoyment of the Floridian panhandle sunny sand beach as the shadowed, murky sand loses grasp of my tired existence. I slowly fall face first into the serene sea while holding in ambivalent air, facing the happily horrendous hegemony of my painlessly painful, peerless past. I am fearlessly floating in my so-called relaxation. After several more inhalations and exhaltations of the aquatic air, I end my porous ponder and re-enter the actuality of my so-called reclusive repentance. Thank you. My final one for tonight, eternity. In the norm do we stand, in the sub-norm do our darkest thoughts and deepest fears retreat. In split-second instances in the norm, some of us see these thoughts and fears become reasonable. We freeze in mind, perplexed, and seriously consider our malignant thoughts. Some of us rationally dismiss these warped moments. Some of us irrationally entertain these convolutions. In eternity, do all of these messages exist? In eternity is where these ideas convalesce. Life, death, hate, love, emptiness, fulfillment all collide here. The subconsciousness and the conscious meet here in eternity to examine our life's acting and ponder where we are in it. We ask crucially of our inner selves, am I worthy of any of this? Am I worth any of this? In eternity, God asks us, are you worthy of any of this? Are you worth any of this? Our answers were chosen by ourselves before we met ourselves, though we sometimes change the meaning of the question. In the norm, do we stand ready to take each opportunity of perception to prove of ourselves' ability to answer to the cause of our own worthiness?